So, first thing to keep in mind. So, there's only 3 guys here. So, it's an uncomfortable it's an uncomfortable conversation, uncomfortable situation, but it's worth discussing, especially in a self-defense class. In a rape situation, where they want to get is actually kind of where you want them to be, to some degree. Because between your legs is actually one of the strongest places you can have a person where you can be in control while you're on the ground. If you're on your back, it's actually in jiu-jitsu, it's called a guard position. If they're here and sitting here, your legs are out of the fight and there's nothing you can do with your legs. However, if they're sitting on top of you on your waist, they're not trying to do that. They're not trying to rape you, but they might be trying to kill you. So that'd be something that we should want to work on getting out of. But first, let's work on what to do if they are in fact between the legs. So come this way. So if they're here, first of all, what we can do, if I slide back a bit, I can put one foot on the hip, right? And if I do that, this person's not going to be able to do the things that rape would be. I can push them away. If I get both feet on the hips, I can totally push them away, okay? Then I can make a lock on the arm. And in the case of a rape situation, you just go ahead and break that right there. No reason not to, okay? So again, she's coming in, she's trying to do the thing. Put my weight, my feet on the hips, and I push her away a little bit, and then I just want one leg across the head. And when I push away, I keep the arm. If I pull really hard, I'm gonna snap it. Because right now she's in a lock. See that? When she taps, that tells me I have the lock. So if I'm there, if I go a little bit further, I can pop it right out. I'm not gonna do that. But you see, this is not a terribly difficult thing to do. And if I keep my foot on the waist, it makes it a little less comfortable, okay? And then I can snap the neck too if I really wanted to. But the thing to bear in mind is you also have to live with what you've done. Breaking somebody's arm, kudos. Do that if that's what they're trying to do to you. Breaking somebody's neck, I mean, sure, breaking the arm doesn't stop them, break the neck. Otherwise, I could tell, not from experience, but I can tell you that taking a human life is going to weigh on you, even if it's in self-defense. It's going to weigh on you. So avoid that if you can, okay? So, step by step. I use my right leg, got my foot, the instep of my foot around my ankle hooked under her chin, and I push, okay? And where that came from, one more time, where that came from was, first thing I need to learn to do is I'm gonna dig my feet, my heels into the ground and push back. Now I can fit my feet where I need them. And I'm gonna push her away a little bit. And now I can also use my left. Same deal. Doesn't really matter, okay? Do you see how my leg is? I start on the outside of the arm, I move on top of the arm and go under the chin, and then I push. I keep the arm against my chest and push my leg up against the face. Guess what that does? It leaves my other leg so I can kick if I need to. And I can go boom, right to that nose if I need to, okay? Everybody understand that? Let's give that one a try, and then we'll see about getting to another one. All right? Thank you. Facing up, and the hands are being held over you. Let's try that.
Over the hips or between the knees?
Probably. Well, let's try over the hips for this one, because that is a different scenario. We'll do both. Let's do both. 'Cause
here, this does make it harder. She has much more leverage to stop me from this situation. So I'm gonna push up and over. Remember that thing we did? Okay, so one more time. This is not good for my shoulder, but so I bring one leg up, just like I did before at the beginning of class, and I lift. Actually, I can even do both legs, but up and to the side, and she's gonna come off, and then I strike. See where she is now? If I do this, everything's available. Boom, boom, boom. That's what to do. Okay. Now, between the legs that way, if they're between the knees and trying to hold the hands up, I still have this, right? And then I actually have a little better shot at this because it's already there. And I do this one. So, I mean, when they're between your legs, it's more legs that you're using anyway. The arms are secondaries. They're not useless because if you don't use them, you're not going to get the lock. But it's secondary. They're not doing most of the work. And if they're already holding your wrist, then you have some of that. You have some play here a little bit, especially once you start pushing them away. If I push with my legs, it's going to pull my arms down a little bit anyway. And then I can do that lock. Okay? All right. Ugh. All right, so